Hello class, I hope you all are doing well. We're going to continue a little bit about adding polynomials, but we're going to go ahead and add subtracting as well. So again, just a little reminder, we are going to be doing combining like terms. So in the first example, all you're going to do is, if you notice, we are adding right here. So all you're going to really do is just eliminate those parentheses so we don't get that confused. So it'll be 4a minus 5 plus 3a plus 6. And then all you're going to do is similar to the previous lesson where you're going to be combining like terms. So you have the ones with the variable and you're going to go ahead and combine. Notice that this one, the 4a is already positive. So 4a plus 3a, same sign, you add and keep the sign. So that will give you 7a. And then the others, which are just numbers itself, you're going to go ahead and combine those. These are different signs. So you're going to go ahead and subtract 6 minus 5. And that gives you 1. And the 6 is positive, so it'll be plus 1. And that will be your final answer. So if you look at number 3, which is exactly the same as number 1, again, you will just be eliminating those parentheses because it does kind of confuse people if you have them there. But notice that all you're doing is you're going to be combining like terms, the ones that have the same power. So here we have the p squared. Notice that here we have the p squared, and we're going to go ahead and add an imaginary 1. So you have p squared there. They are same sign, so you're going to go ahead and add and keep the sign, which gives you 4p squared. Then we're going to go ahead and look at the p's. So we have negative 2p and negative 7p. There we have same sign, so you're going to go ahead and add the numbers. 2 plus 7 gives you 9, and you're going to go ahead and keep the sign, which is negative, so minus right there. And then last but not least, we have the numbers itself, and those are same sign as well. So same sign, add and keep the sign. 3 plus 7 gives you 10, and they are both positive, so it's going to be a plus 10. And then that will be your final answer right there. And this is when you're adding polynomials. Now a little bit different is when you're subtracting. And when we're subtracting, we're going to be using something that is known as the keep, flip, change. In other words, the KFC. So the KFC is going to be known for keep. You're going to keep the first set of parentheses, whatever numbers are in there. You're going to flip. Whenever you're subtracting, you're going to go ahead and flip the sign. And then the last step that you guys are going to do is you're going to change every operation symbol that you have on the next set of parentheses. So if you have a plus, you're going to change it to a minus. And if you have a minus, you're going to go ahead and change it to a plus. So if we're going to go ahead and look at number 2, again, you're going to go ahead and keep this exactly as it is. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of those parentheses. We're going to flip this minus to a plus. Again, the keep, flip, change only is used for subtracting. So for subtracting, the KFC is going to be able to work only, not adding, only subtracting. Then from there, you're going to go ahead and change every sign on the previous parenthesis that you have there. So you're going to go ahead and do 6 plus 6p squared. You're going to change this plus to a minus. So it'll be minus 6r. And then this minus right here, you're going to go ahead and change it to a plus. So plus 3. Notice I went ahead and eliminated those parentheses by doing the keep, flip, change. Now once you have it written down like this, then you're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing you were doing with adding polynomials, which is just combining like terms. So my highest power is the 6p squared. And that's the only thing that I have. So I have 6p squared. Now I'm going to go ahead and look for any other that I have there. I don't. I have a p. So for p, that's the only thing that I have as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it down. The next thing I have is a negative 5r. but I also have a negative 6r. So same sign, you're going to add and keep the sign. So it'll be 11, and you're keeping the sign, so that'll be minus. And then the last but not least, we do have a plus 3 at the end. And again, nothing can get combined from here, so that will be your final answer. So if we go ahead and take a look at number 4, we're going to be applying the KFC because we do have that subtraction right here in the middle. Oh, again, KFC is only applied when you have subtracting, not adding. So again, KFC, we're going to go ahead and keep the first set of parentheses exactly as it looks. We're going to go ahead and flip that minus to a plus. And then we're going to go ahead and change everything, every operation symbol on the inside of this last set of parentheses. So here we'll have a plus, so I don't have to put a plus, it'll be positive 2x plus x squared minus 5. And then from here we're going to go ahead and combine just like we did on number 2. So we're going to go ahead and combine. So 8x squared, we're going to go ahead and combine it with 2x. I'm sorry, not 2x. With x squared. And again, this is an imaginary one that we have there. And both of them are positive, so same sign, add and keep the sign. They'll give us a 9x squared. Then we're going to go ahead and combine the x's. And here I have a minus 4x and a plus 2x. Those are different signs, so we're going to go ahead and subtract. 4 minus 2 gives us 2. And don't forget your x. And 4 is the bigger number, and that is negative, so we're going to go ahead and apply that negative there. And last but not least, we do have a minus 3 and a minus 5. Same sign, you're going to go ahead and add and keep the sign. So add 5 and 3 gives you 8, and keep the sign, which is minus. And again, we cannot no longer combine here, simplify, so that will be your final answer there. For this one, you are going to have an IXL, which is Z4, and it will be including adding and subtracting. Just keep in mind, for adding, you do the exact same thing you were doing on Z5, but for subtracting, you are applying the KFC. If you don't apply the KFC, then your answer would be wrong if you're just combining like terms. So make sure you remember, only when you are subtracting, apply the keep, flip, change. If you have any questions, please let me know, guys. Thank you.